1 2 1 2 testing 1 2 Christian
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
1 2 3 4 check 1 2
6 7 8 Stop dancing. Hang on, I'm just looking at the line. Huh?
There's a goal, be excited.
You go.
The highest
What a goal.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What a strike.
That sounds about right for you. Yeah.
From Alex Simopoulos.
Yeah. Oh, one of those.
Yeah, one of those. So they were like standing like right here. They're literally right behind that when he hit that goal. Yeah.
Perfect.
Also, what's with their home kit? Why is it not predominantly white? That's weird.
It's a training kit.
Oh, they just haven't.
Same way Modbury's is their training kit.
No, it's just because it's got numbers on it and everything. I thought maybe, well, they're just going all out on the training kits.
Clubs do that.
You do want me to, here, I can use my phone, put a weight on it. Oh.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. the tap in or rocket to the top bins, the eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Welcome to round 3 here of the men's REA NPL here in South Australia. We're here at Feel Good Physio Co Stadium for the Northern Derby between Para Hills Knights and Modbury Jets. 2 matches into the season, both sides in different form. Be very, very interesting to see how this one goes. I am Seb O'Neill, your lead commentator for today, joined by Front Page Football's Christian Marchetti. Christian, lovely to have you alongside me for this cold afternoon compared to yesterday.
Absolutely. Thank you, Seb. Great to be here. Good afternoon to all of our listeners tuning in, and looking forward to this one. We've got one team in Para Hills who really need to show a response after their woeful 8-1 defeat to Playford last time out, and Modbury looking to make it 2 straight wins after beating Croydon.
We'll go through the starting lineups for both sides, starting with the home side of Para Hills Knights. Number 4, Mark Ulage. Number 5, Gloria Amanda. Number 6, Jason Thomas. Number 7, Pedro Almeida. Number 10, Diego Santos de Oliveira. Number 11, Ali Reyes Maradi. Number 17, Abu Keita. Number 18, Augustus Williams. Number 21, Alexander Samopoulos. Number 23, Harrison Conant. And number 99, Yanni Delangis in goal. A pretty standard lineup for Para Hills, as you would imagine.
Yeah. Pretty standard for them, and it's really simple for them. They've just got to be much better than their last showing.
I suppose 2 sides looking for different aspirations this season. Para Hills Knights, perhaps at this point in time, wanting to avoid relegation, whereas Modbury Jets wanting to try and challenge for the title.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Para Hills, they actually started last year not too badly. It was actually that first game of the season that they beat Modbury away from home in the Northern Derby. But they really just kind of laboured to survival in the last sort of 10 rounds or so last year. So that's kind of been the key watching them, is to really start on the right foot and set their season up for to not be in that situation this year. But an 8-1 loss like they had last time doesn't help that.
As both sides walk out onto the field of play, we'll go to the starting 11 of the Modbury Jets. In goal, number 1, Alexander Woodlands. Number 5, Tim Henderson. Number 6, Patrick McGregor. Number 7, Liam McCabe. Number 10, Jesse Francesca. Number 11, Francesco Scamitzi. Number 13, Daniel DeTroyer. Number 17, Yusei Ogawa. Number 19, Louis DeTroyer. Number 24, Fred Sunday. And number 27, Joku Wall. No Hamish McCabe, and it seems like there won't be Hamish McCabe for at least the foreseeable future.
Yeah, a massive blow, of course, for the Modbury Jets. In saying that, you're rattling off some of the names there. They've still got plenty of attacking quality, in particular to withstand that absence a little bit. But you do miss, not just the quality of Hamish McCabe, but the leadership as well that he brings to the team too. So that's a bit of a loss for them, but I think they've got more than enough to still be a very serviceable team in his absence.
Refereeing staff for today in the middle, Gary Powers, assistant referees Alex Diamond and Zach Britton. Para Hills in their traditional black and white kit, Modbury in their away kit, which is still blue, just a much brighter shade.
What is that, like a turquoise blue or something? I don't know. It's just a very light. Yeah, it's a nice. I don't mind it.
With the grey shorts as well.
Not too sure about the mix with the grey shorts. Yeah, that's where probably I would stop the
the praise.
Yeah, yeah. But the blue's nice.
Captains, both number 10s, Jesse Francesca and Diego Santos de Oliveira, both going in for the coin toss. As we said, a very windy and cold afternoon when you compare it to, well, this game should have been played yesterday if not for the 40-degree heat.
It's just unbelievable how the weather's changed in the space of, 12, 18 hours here in Adelaide. And yeah, we've both got jumpers on now. There's a cold breeze out, so and there's a bit of wind in the air. I'm not too sure if that's going to affect anything with which way the wind's blowing and which end these teams are sort of attacking. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
There was even a possible chance of rain, but I think we're avoiding that for this match. I think.
Yeah, and we've got the scaffold with the holes in it, so if there's any rain, that's popping through. So
Modbury Jets getting into formation. Para Hills still in their huddle, awaiting to get underway. Of course, both these teams found out that they'll be meeting again in 2 weeks' time in the Australia Cup qualifying rounds as well, over at Smith Partners Stadium.
Right, okay, because there's 2 games happening this weekend, which is going to be precursors for Cup games. I think Campbelltown Playford was the other one.
Maybe it was City Burkalla.
Okay, okay.
I think.
Right.
Well, I think it is one of those two, though.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. It's interesting. I'm not too sure. I reckon if you ask Para Hills, I reckon they'd take the league win over the Cup one.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Well, let's see what they can do. Amanda getting us underway here. Francesco immediately intercepting the ball. To Wall, just getting pushed off the ball there by Abu Keita and conceding the foul. Free kick to be taken by Liam McCabe. As we said, without his partner in crime, his twin brother. And looks like he will be for a while. Let's see what he can do from this free kick, though. Delivers it into the box. Delengis only elects to punch. Falls to Francesca. Just putting it into the mixer, and Delengis capturing a lot better this time around.
Yeah, he got enough distance on the punch there, Delengis. When it came out to Jesse Francesca, I mean, we've always got memories of that goal Jesse Francesca scored against Metro last year. Never afraid to shoot from distance, but just decided to try and put it back in the mixer.
Tim Henderson. Now to Patrick McGregor, of course, joining from the Adelaide United youth team. Here he is with the ball now. Nice. 1-2 touches with Francesca, goes back out wide. Ball delivered into the box, just needs some sort of connection, but it would have been offside anyway.
Good start for Modbury.
Restart play with a Delengis goal kick. Was an NPL All-Star last year in that match against Adelaide United, as was his, well, now foe, not Patrick McGregor, Tim Henderson was for Modbury Jets. Hamish McKay was in that squad, but unable to play the game as well.
Harrison Connon wasn't in that squad?
No, he wasn't. Delengis was the only Para Hills player, as we see them try to get forward now. Could this be an early opportunity? Strike is stopped for the time being, only out for a corner though.
Oh, excellent defending there from Joku Wall. And it just opened up there for Para Hills. It's a great ball in behind. I think it was Diego de Oliveira who found Amanda there.
Promising for Para Hills in this early stage, as they look to try and pounce from this corner.
Yeah, both teams probably still feeling each other out, but both with some promising attacks.
Goes short, goes from long range. Wall just pressing and getting in the way of that. It's a poor delivery from Almeida. Gives it away to Troyer. Fouled and a free kick for the Jets.
Yeah, you're right there, Seb. Pedro Almeida need to deliver with a lot more quality than that.
Henderson to Yusei Ogawa, sporting the bright blue hair. They get forward again. Here's Fred Sunday. Nearly takes it past one, needing to battle against Abu Keita. Referee says play on. Keita just opting to clear in the end out of harm's way. It's a lovely touch there. Needs to make his way past. Here's Armanda. Has Conant to his left. Has to take on Yusei Ogawa. Ogawa just getting a foot in the way and doing brilliantly just to prevent that attack from Para Hills. McCabe putting the ball forward, looking for Skimitsi, but just had a bit too much on it. And offside against Conant.
Yep, just coming back from an offside position there. Armando, though, great start to the game for him. He looks like a real live wire for Para Hills.
Not a fan of wearing a number 5 up front, though.
No.
Very wrong to me.
You could mistake him for a centre-back for sure, or a left-back.
Here come the Jets. That pass intercepted. Thrown on the far side. Goes short, really tussling for possession there. The Jets get back with it. Henderson. Ball delivered into the box. Headed towards goal. Only by Almeida. And there's a foul anyway on Yanni Delengis.
Yeah, Delengis, I like, there's a couple times there where if he doesn't feel confident actually claiming the ball and catching it, he does just go safety first and punch. But that time there, we know goalkeepers can be a bit of a protected species when crosses come into the box, into the 6-yard area, but I do think he was fouled there.
Both sides having decent opportunities so far in this opening 5 minutes. Hard to really pick one out so far. Langus with the free kick going long. Taken down. Dispossessed. Oliveira. Red Sunday getting in the way. Wins a throw-in.
Para Hills will be wanting to just keep the ball a little bit longer if they can.
McCabe. McGregor now. Going back to Joku Walt. Across his back line to Tim Henderson. Assesses his options. Might look to go for the wide one, does so. It's a good ball. Takes it past one. Tried to just slip it through there. Tim Henderson regaining possession. Going back out wide. Again, just trying to make his way past. Really battling. Keeps it in play. Well done there. Falls to Francesca. Back out wide. They're really trying to get this ball in from across on that far side. They're doing it again. Comes in, only deflects out for a corner. They're really trying to force that.
And not just that, Seb, they're really focusing their attacks down this right-hand side. Modbury Jets so far, it's probably 3 attacks now where they're just trying to combine down the right. Maybe just trying to get a runner to get in behind or work an angle for a cross. In the end, they're able to win a corner out of this attack.
It will be Yusei Ogawa to take the corner. Delivered in. Front post. Delengis was caught off guard. Ball delivered back in. Ogawa receiving it. Puts it to McGregor. Had a decent strike on goal, but Oliveira was there just to stop him. McGregor harassing Oliveira. Couldn't win the ball though. Conant now. Going back and perhaps just settling down a little bit. Conant has the option wide in Augustus Williams, and I think they were trying to force it to him, but couldn't do so. McCabe losing the ball there a bit uncharacteristically. Here it is wide. Maradi had Wall against him and did enough just to apply the pressure there. McCabe goes long. Skimitsi trying to get the flicked on header. And that's a brilliant run from Fred Sunday. Loses the ball in his own stride. Goes wide again. Detroyer gets past one. Oh, just pokes it through. It would have been a very smart idea if he managed to pull that one off.
Well, that initial ball forward there towards Skimitsi and how Fred Sunday came away with it, I think that's poor defending from Para Hills. I think it was Jason Thomas, Pedro Almeida. One of them's just got to go towards the ball and win it. It leads to another attack here.
Francesca to McGregor. Goes back. Wall. McCabe trying to turn. Couldn't do so against Maradi and concedes the foul.
Yeah, he just come from behind there.
Taken quickly. McGregor to Francesca. Good save from DeLangus.
Goodness gracious, man. That was some hit from Francesca. I already mentioned it probably a couple minutes into the game about how if there's one player on that pitch who's capable of scoring a screamer from 30 yards, it's definitely the Modbury Jets captain. I mean, so that looked like it was sort of swerving away towards the top right. DeLangus had to stretch all the way to say that's an unbelievable save from the Para Hills goalkeeper.
Modbury will get a corner out of it. Ogawa to take. That 6-yard box packed.
They've struggled with these crosses so far too.
The wind won't help either. Ball comes in. Delivered to the front post. DeLangus. Nothing too clean cut. Modbury still with the ball. Just taking it away, I think, to try and recycle and restart again. Francesco going back. Across the back line. Detroyer. Henderson goes to Francesco, who's dropped deep momentarily. McCabe now. Ball just behind Louis Detroyer.
Yeah, that last corner, another in-swinger, using the wind to generate extra pace on it as well. Hills just feels like they have to see out this early period of pressure from Modbury. If they can do that, give themselves a good chance of getting something out of this game.
Here they get forward again. Armanda goes wide looking for Conant.
Help him, Mark! Support him, Mark!
Let's take out of plays. The sun starts to come out.
Oh, very nice, sir. I can't believe I'm saying that after how hot it was yesterday, but we'll take it. That last attack for Para Hills, just one pass and straight again. Ball back with Modbury. Just can't have that happening too often. You don't want to be under that sort of constant, never-ending cycle of giving the ball away after you win it. But they've been pretty solid defensively so far. Not too much space so far for Modbury to really play their football.
It's a late challenge in there. It's an easy free kick given away by Alex Amopoulos.
Aleko, go your shape. Don't talk back. Just listen. And walk back. Get ready.
Anderson not too happy that Modbury couldn't just get on with it there. No surprise. When you are the team that is going to dominate the ball and have control, you do want to play quickly. You don't want to let the defensive side get their shape.
McGregor.
Liam, come.
Walt. Francesca. Back with Jockey Walt. Playing it between themselves. Ogre with the ball furthest back for Modbury. Nice turn from Detroyer. Francesca 1-2. Gets it past one. Oh, a decent attack building there for the Jets. Still with the ball, McGregor. Detroyer again. Trying to turn against. It's a decent ball out wide. Will it stay in play? Just too much on it.
You can see what Modbury are trying to do. If they can get someone like a Louis Detroyer in between the lines receiving the ball, able to turn on it, that's how they're going to break down this Para Hills defence. That's what they were able to do that time. Then with your attacking players, can they link up a couple of combinations, 1-2s? That moment, that extra quality that they might need today.
13 minutes in. Langus going long, but the ball just very much holding up in the wind there. Had backspin on it. McCabe puts it forward. It's a nice ball. Detroyer. Again, just a bit too much on it.
Not sure if listeners watch any A-League games at Tarneet, where Western United play, but that's kind of similar conditions as what some of the players are dealing with today. And the wind's very much blowing from right to left, so it's with Modbury in this first half. And you just saw in that last ball in behind that the wind really took it and just put extra distance on it, where you need to get that weight of pass right. That's the challenge here for Modbury in particular in the first half.
Big collision there between Morati's and McCabe's feet. Conant claiming he was pushed in back play. Parahill's still with it. I suppose the big positive for Parahills at the moment is that they're still competitive and might even look to try and get on the score sheet as we see them try to get forward here. McCabe just putting out of play to prevent any harm. But yeah, Parahills still being competitive, I guess, compared to 2 weeks ago at Ramsey Park.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, probably the best chance of the game was that Jesse Francesca shot. But Para Hills were able to open up Modbury on one occasion with that strike that was blocked from Amanda early on. So, they've showed on a couple of attacks that they do pose a threat. I think for them, it's just about the longer that you can keep this at 0-0, be competitive, not give away too much defensively, that will frustrate Modbury, and I think that's kind of got to be sort of the game plan here.
Play will restart with a Para Hills throw, which goes out of play.
Yeah, and something like that is really frustrating. You don't want that. When you actually do have an opportunity with the ball to attack, and there's just a simple layoff like that, sloppy pass, it's just cheap possession given away.
Here's Francesca going back. Jockey while looking forward but losing possession. Samopoulos. Para Hills still trying to get the ball and try and find a way forward. Samopoulos getting away of Henderson. Oliveira. No foul, says the referee. Para Hills still somehow retain possession. Conant all the way out wide. Oliveira. Happy to try and take on Detroyer himself. Losing the ball momentarily, but just looking to perhaps play it on. He's kept the ball with himself that whole time, though.
It was excellent defending by Modbury there. Detroyer didn't dive in, just forced him back.
Fell there by Amanda. And that is very clearly not a legal free kick.
No, I don't think Tim Henderson can complain about that one. The ball was definitely not stationary. So I think even he didn't even have a complaint when it was called back.
Okay. This is the central option of Scamitzi. Williams couldn't beat McCabe. Goes back to Wall.
Yeah, to your point a couple of minutes ago, Seb, around Para Hills and showing a response, I guess, from that performance at Ramsey Park. I think step one is effort.
Yeah.
Effort level, winning some contests, winning some 50-50s. I think from that point of view, it's been much better today so far.
Kept in play by Mark Ulaj, although losing the ball out to the Jets. Out wide. Henderson. Looks for McGregor and finds him trying to turn, but couldn't do so successfully. Conant only has one option forward, but I think for him, perhaps lucky he's fouled and winning a free kick, and he's also managed to get a booking for the Jets.
Yep. And that's a really good result in the end for Para Hills. Not just able to frustrate Modbury on that last attack to not allow any spaces, but then actually come away with it and get a player booked. I'm not too sure. Did we pick up who was actually shown the yellow there?
Not sure.
Yeah, but if it was, for example, Danny Detroyer, then, you know, that's, or one of Modbury's defenders. It was Patrick McGregor, my bad. But still, just to have one of their players on a yellow means that Patrick McGregor will have to be cautious and wary when he goes in for the ball moving forward.
Looks long. McCabe winning the header. Will be a 50-50 here. Out by Louis Detroit. McGregor now on that yellow card. Francesca, good ball out wide.
Paddy, you gotta go hard. Jesse Sidmore.
We'll look to try and drive in. That was a crucial interception there from Thomas.
So when Modbury can get the ball into one of their front players, into their feet, that's where they look. It's just that next pass to try and open things up, but that's where they're looking dangerous so far. Para Hills doing a good job of just denying space centrally.
Here's McCabe. Good challenge there, just strong. Marati driving forward down this right-hand side, has Williams in front of him. Uses Armanda out on the right, needs to get past Ogawa. Just trying to find an angle. Looking for Oliveira, but the pass, I think, just not enough power on it, really. Modbury now, though. Great opportunity for them to get forward. McCabe. Go central. Francesca. He thought maybe he could have tried again to have a strike from long range. This one might beat McCabe. Keeps it in play. Detroyer. Low ball in.
Modbury have to be better in that transition moment there. There's a 4-on-4. Just moved the ball way too slowly. And then a poor pass from Francesca out wide just took the momentum out of the attack completely.
Here's Francesca. McGregor. Captain again. Goes wide looking for Liam McCabe. Has Ali Rise Marati to defend him. McCabe just battling against, wins the corner.
It's done really well so far, Marati, his first 20 minutes. Has not, I don't think I've really seen him be beaten once so far. But another set piece to defend, and yeah, so it's going to be Louis Detroyer, I'd imagine, with another in-swinger, right footer in-swinging it in. So definitely they're aware they've got the wind with them, trying to use it the best they can.
Corner for the Jets. Just past 21 minutes in. Ball comes in. Nothing too clean cut. Falls to Francesca. And taken away very, very well. Para Hills will look to counter now. Here's Williams. Has the option of Armanda, instead takes Conant, but offside, and those are the moments that I think are coach killers.
Definitely, because Armanda was also joining the attack on that left-hand side to create a 3v2. It could have been Conant. I think he knew it as well. Just went a fraction early. It's a warning sign though for Modbury. They did look quite open there in transition.
Engage! Engage! Yep, engage! Next one!
Henderson looking wide. Sunday makes his way into the box, looking for an option. Goes back out wide again. It's a decent ball in. Misses the header initially and needs to be cleared away.
Schmitzi lost sight of the ball there.
Engage! Don't get beaten! Don't get beaten! Good!
Henderson back with it. Again, always looking for that wide option. Good turn. Couldn't get it past another. Intercepted and ball lost. Para Hills with it. Conant. Ball wide from Oliveira. Will it reach Williams? Has to go against McCabe, and McCabe just clearing in the direction of the technical areas.
Yep, safety first. Mentioned there, Seb again. Modbury focusing their attack in the wide areas because really that's where the space is that Para Hills are giving up. And also, Daniel Detroyer, who's obviously they're playing with the back four out of possession, but Detroit is really pushing forward when they have the ball. Joku Walls tucking in on this left-hand side. They want to really overload the right-hand side from the looks of things, Modbury.
Troy going back to Henderson.
A ball cover him, yeah, get your shape, Gus, shape!
I'll go up.
Straight away. That's it. Follow your runners!
Tony Gallinopoulos, Para Hills coach, very vocal about out of possession. Making sure shape is absolutely spot on. They might win it here.
Ball touch from Francesca. Gives it away to Para Hills. Williams perhaps plays the ball a little bit too early for Armando. Has to really battle against Joku Walt.
No foul!
Keeps it in play. Ogawa goes short. Francesca across the wing. Detroyer just trying to flick it past. Couldn't do so successfully. Losing the ball again. McGregor looks to drive through midfield. Takes the wide option to his right. Para Hills win back possession. Brilliantly done there. Goes wide. Bouncing ball. Reaches Williams.
Take him on! Good! Take him on!
Williams
Continue.
makes it into the box. Plays a decent ball. Needs a finish.
Yes!
And it goes wide from Armando.
Really good chance there for Armando. And these last 3 or 4 attacks for Para Hills, they've all generated from Modbury mistakes. Just winning the ball and then breaking really quickly. It's a clear plan, of course, today. Not really surprised by it. But Danny Detroyer on that last one, not too sure what he was doing with his touch. Tried to bring it inside. I think they just got to play forward earlier. Less touches on the ball. Para Hills have looked more likely in this last sort of 5 or so minutes for sure.
20 minutes still till the half-time break for both of these sides, but I'd imagine you're probably more happy if you're Para Hills at the moment.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And that's, I think that's irrespective of who they're playing today. Just to lose like that, to come back in and potentially go on a half-time nil all, who knows, they could even be 1-0 up, but with that chance there, only to go from Armando, you know, that's a big step forward. So they definitely bounced back in terms of performance, that's for sure.
McCabe. Ogawa. Wall. Another loose ball. McGregor goes central. Back out wide. A bit too much on it for Fred Sunday to get a touch.
Yeah, again, Modbury just seemed to be a little bit just thrown off by this very disciplined Para Hills shape. There's a loose ball in there on that pass.
It's another loose ball from Francesca as well.
Yep. You know, a player who we don't often say that about, just kind of being a little bit maybe thrown off. There's just not a lot of space out there for Modbury. And that's there. We spoke about Para Hills. I guess their test today was just to show a much better resolve coming into this game and respond in terms of effort. Modbury's challenge today is clearly breaking down this stubborn low block that Para Hills are playing. Well, maybe more of a mid block, but it's still, they definitely got no intention to press the ball today. Para Hills.
Both coaches very, very vocal so far in their instructions and perhaps criticism of their sides.
Yeah. I think they'd be vocal for different reasons. I think Tony Gallinopoulos probably thinks, listen, we're in this game. If we can create another chance like the one they just created a moment ago with Armando, we can very easily take the lead here. So he probably thinks, you know, let's get on the boys, because there's a real chance here to get something out of this game. And Morris Natale seems to be very frustrated because his team is definitely, and there's the latest mistake.
Tim Henderson with an extremely uncharacteristic pass, puts it through for Armando, has the strike. And It's too central for Alex Woodlands.
Just about to say he's probably frustrated because they're just making so many casual errors in possession.
Here's the ball over the top, looking for Scamitzi. Caught by DeLangus.
I think that was Francesca. Bit of arses here between Scamitzi and Maradi.
You'd imagine that's probably just some slight frustration really creeping through.
Well, Scamitzi's only had a couple touches of the ball really from memory in this first half. He's been very isolated.
Intercepted there. Armada, could this be his goal? Gets past one, then another Armada! 1-0 Para Hills! And it's the man who's been looking most likely to score this whole match so far.
Absolutely, he's been the biggest goal threat on this pitch in this first half. And Para Hills, who have been the better side for the last 10 minutes, and they finally get their reward here. And what about the strength he showed there? And it was another mistake in possession from Modbury, which led to it. Ogawa being caught this time. We just saw Tim Henderson give the ball away moments before.
Well, it was 2 giveaways, really.
Yeah, and Amanda initially holds him off, gets into the box, still able to use his body to manufacture the chance. I mean, Seb, what a finish that was too. I think it might have come in off the post as well. Thumping finish.
Definitely side netting.
Yeah, thumping finish. Absolutely no chance for Alex Woodlands. And Para Hills have something to build on here.
Just under half an hour in. And Para Hills looking good so far. There's been a foul found there, a free kick for the Jets.
It's a bit of a let off there for Patrick McGregor. I'm not too sure what the idea was there. Modbury have just been totally thrown off in this last sort of 10 minutes. Very uncharacteristic performance that we're seeing from them at the moment.
Modbury discussing that free kick with Oliveira, even though I don't think they want him to.
And this is the beauty about this sport, right? I mean, a couple of weeks ago, Para Hills were at the 30-minute mark. What were they, 4 or 5-0 down? And, you know, that half-time dressing room would have been absolutely terrible to be in. But now, this is just a completely different mood and atmosphere. That's how quickly things can change for you. And they've worked really well to do that as a unit in this first half.
Free kick to come. Detroyer whips the ball in, looking for Henderson. And DeLangus just getting down low enough to get himself in the way of that ball.
Well, just as I say that, they almost conceded the equaliser. It's a great ball from Lou Detroyer. It's one of those ones where the ball just hangs in the air for a long time. Difficult for the defenders to read the flight of it. Tim Henderson read it well. Good save by DeLangus.
Dan, you marking. Jock, free.
Ogawa on this one. Headed away. Almeida looking to pounce, gets past one. Conant, the only one forward. A few more numbers getting forward for Para Hills now. Conant, his touch goes out of play again. He's not really been too sharp today so far.
No, he's probably the one that needs to come to the party here for Para Hills. Been a little bit quiet, Harry Conant. I think he scored, so from memory, he scored a brace in that win they had in the season opener last year down at Modbury, and I think he also scored in the return game.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of success against Modbury last year. So far, quiet, but I'm sure that's going to change. Very, very good player.
Try and score more goals against the club he joined from.
Yes, of course. We forgot that whole side of it as well.
Williams, good pass. Samopoulos goes back to Williams, has Detroyer on him. Augustus Williams into the box, Detroyer. Soldiering past. Pass needs to be kept in play. And Modbury throw.
What you stuck for?
Goes short too well. Through the legs of Gary Powers, the referee.
He's got the feeling this game of just kind of threatening to boil over a little bit. There's a couple little ongoing altercations, it feels, particularly between Scamitzi and the Para Hills defenders.
Really well done, gets so high there, does Thomas. Touchdown by Francesca. for Fred Sunday, and I feel like we've seen that ball so many times today just not work out at all.
Yeah, because I think that, you know, they're trying to mix it up a little bit, try and reward some forward runs where they can as well, but then that wind is just taking the ball when they try and play in behind. So it's difficult to play in behind the defence, and it's also difficult to find space in between because Para Hills have been very disciplined. So, yeah, bit of a pickle at the moment for Maurice Natale and his coaching staff.
Goal kick for the Knights. That ball not holding up as much as the last one. Wind seems to have stopped for now at least. And
Kung Fu kick.
I think that's the second time he's done it in the space of about 3 minutes, Jason Thomas. Here's Williams. Ball goes wide, looking for Murati. Keeps it in play, has options in the middle. Crosses it, looking for the back post, but just held up a bit too much for Conan.
Yep, it's a poor ball from Murati. But he's, and actually Gus Williams and him as well, they've had a lot of space to run into down this right-hand side where Para Hills have looked to counter. Something for maybe Modbury to look at too. They've actually got Liam McCabe sort of dropping quite deep when they're out of possession, almost to create almost like a back five. So there's space there in transition for Para Hills if they can go quickly.
Pass. Don't get beaten. Good. Pass.
Modbury just having a nice period of possession at the moment for building an attack, which they tried to do then, but again, ball lost. Para Hills forward once again. Touched and put wide for Williams. Can he keep it in play? Again, too much on it.
Yeah.
Right idea though.
Yeah, definitely. That's happened a couple times where they break out when they win the ball, then they go and try and switch it from one side to the other because the space is on, because Modbury are trying to press and counter press really quickly, and then the ball is just a little bit overhit or underhit. If they can get that right, they're going to start creating even more dangerous opportunities on the counter. Para Hills.
Conning couldn't reach him. Throwing for Modbury.
I mean, you know, for the viewers looking at the screen right now, you just see the distance between Para Hills. It's a 5-4-1 out of possession. You look at the space. There's actually no space between the lines here. Probably about 10 yards between the back five. Every player in the back five and every player in that midfield four. It is very, very difficult to play through at the moment for Modbury.
And they're still able to attack with it as well, which I think is the crucial part as well.
Definitely. I mean, you know, they've got quality going forward. Para Hills for sure.
And they showed it again. Conan. Right idea. Just couldn't get the execution right. Cleared away by Oliveira, but right back into possession of Joku Wall. Okay, back to Wall. I'm deflecting off Oliveira.
I think that's the other thing too, Seb, with Modbury's performance so far is, listen, you can have a half where you struggle to create opportunities and you're trying to feel out how the other team is defending you, but they're also giving up a lot of open space when they lose the ball, and that's a really bad combination, and really that's why they're losing this game at the moment. They've been too open when they've lost it, and they've also been poor in possession.
McGregor on a booking as well. Has that tightrope to walk for the next 50 minutes or so across both halves. No foul there. Para Hills win it back though. Again, real tussle.
Well, I thought that the first tackle that Fred Sunday did might have been a foul, and that one there, I actually thought maybe he'd won the ball, but Gary Powers saw it differently. He's another one we haven't seen too much of.
That's a poor ball through. Sunday trying to pounce, couldn't do so.
Can't do that if you're Para Hills. We're about, what, 10 minutes or so? Well, maybe just under 10 minutes till half time. Can't have any careless errors in possession now. It's an important game. They've got to manage the game here.
Ball switched out wide, looking for Williams. This one reaches him. Marati. Williams gets it back, has Marati beside him. Williams. Oliveira on the edge of the box. Might look to have a strike himself. Just wide of the post.
Well, I thought for a moment there when he cut back in on his right, Oliveira, that maybe he was just going to try and clip the ball towards the back post for Armando. But he decided to shoot. And, yeah, would have taken a speculative effort from there to beat Alex Woodlands, but wasn't far off. And Seb, for all the defensive sort of performance that we've seen from Para Hills so far, you know, who's more likely at the moment to probably score next? I'd say Para Hills.
Yeah.
So, you know, their game plan's working perfectly at the moment.
Liam.
I'll go up with the ball now. Gets it to Francesca.
Engage, engage in a half. Engage, nice and tight. Be ready, yep. Good. Better.
Had to get that right. Jason Thomas, the way he launched into that tackle.
Just over 5 minutes left,
Yeah, well, big period in the game this. Even something like 5 minutes can really be huge in the broader context of the game. Modbury equalised and it just changes the whole feeling, momentum going into half-time. Para Hills can see this out. That's going to be big for them. Get a bit of a breather at half-time, refocus.
Tim Anderson.
Jock, what's so narrow? Jock!
Get ready in the middle, engage.
Again, this wide ball for Modbury, not working out. Cleared away by Thomas. Only reaches Henderson, chesting it down. Gets it to Ogwa. Ball just still in the air. Henderson able to try and take a hold of it. Back out wide. Ball comes into the box. Chested down. Needs a hit from McCabe. And goes over. Nowhere near on target.
Well, that's probably one of their better moves of the half. And it actually came from a little bit more direct approach with the long ball into Schmitty's chest. And that was a lovely layoff there for McCabe. And yeah, would have taken some effort to beat Delengas from there. But it's better from Modbury. Maybe gives them something to think about heading into the second half.
Delengas looking for the right wing. Marati against Wall. Ladder winning out.
Just wonder as well, Seb, I mean, I think you have to always ask this question when you think about the predicament both of these teams were in coming into this game. You know, did Modbury a little bit complacent? Were they a little bit complacent coming into this game? You know, you see the team you're coming up against has just lost 8-1. Mentally, even subconsciously, that can play on your mind.
Going out wide. Conant, can he create some magic on the edge of the box? Tries his luck. Intercepted and deflected by Tim Henderson. Conant with a lovely touchdown. Just trying to find the angle, couldn't do so. Loses the ball out. McGregor now.
Get ready.
Going long. Thomas just getting in the way. Samopoulos. Oliveira now. Couldn't keep the ball there. Good Ulaj. Here's Louis DeTroyer. Making his way down centrally, looking for Sunday out wide.
Well, that would have been some goal from Harry Conant there a moment ago. He had the initial shot, it bounced up in the air, and then he was somehow able to pluck it out of the sky and go again. Very good technical quality he showed there.
All out wide. Well done by Oliveira there. I think they're almost physically stronger at some places, Para Hills as well. They've been losing all of those physical battles.
They definitely seem to be winning, you know, the contest or, you know, winning the duels at the moment. Para Hills, which, you know, in any game of football, is hugely, well, it's half the battle, really. And I'm not too surprised by that, because like we've been saying, you know, they had to show a reaction from that last result.
Ball comes into the box. Williams is at the back post. Takes his touch just slightly out. Again, trying to find some way into the goal. Losing the ball out. Sunday has to go against Keita.
Excellent.
Great challenge in there from Williams.
And it wasn't just the tackle by Gus Williams, but just the way Para Hills transitioned defensively there. They had about 2 or 3 players closing Fred Sunday down, understanding that it's almost half-time, can't allow this cross to come in.
Francesca to Henderson. Final minute until we enter additional time for the first half. Henderson puts a ball in, headed away by Thomas. Only out wide. Cross comes in. McGregor trying to line up on the edge of the box. Now Francesca. McGregor gets it back again, lets it go through his legs, in fact. Another close call pass. Ball out wide. Takes it past Conant. Although Conant, again, using his strength and winning out brilliantly. He goes forward. Ogawa needs to win the ball, does so. In a foot race. Williams wins. Pushed off the ball by Joku Wall, and I think that should be a booking, and is.
Yep. As soon as Joku Wall realised that he wasn't going to get there, and Gus Williams got there before him, he thought, all right, well, we can't go in 2-0 down. Got to make the foul here. Take the yellow card. It's a tactical foul there. But yeah, Seb, how about the defensive work there from Harry Conant to win the ball back? I'm very impressed by just the overall effort from Para Hills on both sides of the ball today. Not just defending, but actually then transitioning pretty well into attack. Creating some decent opportunities. Something going on.
Oh, and a straight red card to Jesse Francesca.
I think it's Tim Henderson, is it?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is Tim Henderson.
I think it's Tim Henderson.
I'm not quite sure what's occurred there.
So I think it's Armanda who's down here behind the ball.
So I've seen it. Amanda's gone behind Tim Henderson, and Tim Henderson has, at least from the vision I've just seen, pretty clearly thrown an elbow.
Thrown an elbow, yep. And if the referee sees that,
which he has,
and it's deemed, you know, contact that is worthy of a red card, then he's going to give it. I mean, if he has actually done that, that is just a mind-boggling. He's just lost his head there, Tim Henderson. I mean, you're already 1-0 down. You're one of the leaders of the team. Maybe he was goaded into it. Maybe Amanda was not playing nice as well. But you've just got to keep a cool head there. Defend the free kick. Get into half-time with 11 players. Wow. I mean, that changes the complexion of this game even more. It's going to be interesting to see how Para Hills now react. And now they've got an extra man. And
you'd sense there was something like perhaps, you know, a red card or a scuffle brewing, but
definitely
not from something as innocuous as that, really. You expected more like a sliding challenge or something like that to really try and spark something. That's really something out of nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, this is, you know, we forget this is also a Northern Derby, right? That, there's not a lot of love between these two clubs, so it's always going to be a little bit of tension. But you're right, throughout the half, it has kind of been feeling like we're going to see a flashpoint. But that's just a moment of madness from Tim Henderson. Now Modbury needed to defend this free kick.
Well, a man down, a defender down for this set piece. Oliveira delivering the ball in. Headed away. Ulaj. Oliveira. And another free kick.
The other thing too is now Modbury are going to be very fired up, particularly if they think that red card was not a fair red card and they've been done an injustice. Their intensity,
which could also go against them.
Which could go against them, but you know, I do think their intensity level just hasn't been there in this first half as well. So maybe they did need something like that to just kind of wake them up a little bit.
And that ball comes to nothing from Oliveira as referee calls half-time in what ended almost abruptly is not the word, but shockingly, I think, is the better way to describe it. I
get the feeling that the crowd here as well is just trying to kind of still make sense of like the red card and what happened there. But I think it's kind of a moment there, that red card, which almost can kind of summarise as well what's happened in this game a bit more broadly, because Para Hills, they've come with a clear game plan. They've come with the plan of, we aren't going to press you. We're going to sit in a really deep block. We're going to deny any sort of space centrally. We're going to frustrate you and make this game competitive. They've done that really well, got a goal, and looked really threatening going forward as well. Both ways, not just defensively looked good, but going forward they've looked really solid as well. And Modbury just haven't had an answer and have been really uncharacteristic with a lot of errors in possession, summed up by the frustration shown in that red card there at the end. So a lot of thinking for Modbury to do at the break.
Well, don't go anywhere. A massive second half coming up here at Feel Good Physio Co Stadium. Half-time score, Para Hills 1. Modbury will come back after this short break.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Slabasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Hits the corner though, but Bartuli. Busasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if you did not, that was going to rock that net.
Those lines of Tavares. Head in, turn, cuts it for Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingas.
Jason Konstantinopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Christian Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Headed away. Only to Metro Stars though, edge of the box here. Visser. Now Gow with a little flick. Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on.
What a goal.
3. No, wow! Oh my God! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
By Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside of the line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right field. Ryan's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8.
Costelli being to it by Caden. Now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half time, David.
That's a beautiful finish. He just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement at the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would the kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up, and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Something here, plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker! Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, if Elisa kicks a plate rolling instead of it turning around,
has it to the blue box, have a shot. It's gone in, Tomley and Bonner, and just as we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes, just a minute into the game. Everything is 1-0 up.
Goes to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. Long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge, and it looked like Elliott never picked it up, and Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Welcome back. Second half here at Feel Good Physio Stadium, about to get underway between Para Hills Knights and Modbury Jets. 1-0 at halftime. The score and a red card as well to Tim Henderson. Really changes the complexion of how this second half is going to go, Christian Marchetti.
Absolutely, and looks like Modbury have made a change at the break with Paul Wilson being introduced. I think it's Danny Detroit who's come off, and we're going to have to see with 10 players if they're going to make any sort of change to their formation at all. A very weird spot to be in, because obviously you're 1-0 down, but now you've just been slapped with a red card. So you're chasing the game
for no reason, basically. It was a very unnecessary red card.
Very unnecessary red card, but you're chasing the game, but doing it with one less player. So this is a very interesting second half to see what the Modbury Jets are made of.
Well, let's see what they can do. Patrick McGregor to get us underway. Paul, multiple way back for Paul Wilson to get his first few touches on the ball. Be interesting to see how they have their formation for this half as well. Of course, now down to 10 as well. Who plays where?
Yeah, and I wonder, do you just, because they really struggled to create chances, even with 11 players. Now that's going to be made even harder with one less. But you're already 1-0 down. Do you just kind of go for it? And if we give up space the other way and we concede maybe again, then too bad. Like it's going to be interesting how they balance that now, Modbury, in the second half.
McGregor, Detroit. Now with Francesca. Back with you, say Ogoa. Francesca looking to put a ball into the box, taken care of by Jason Thomas. Conant gets the flick on to Oliveira. Conant will receive it back. Has to go against Paul Wilson. Does have pressure onto him. Loses the ball out though, doesn't win the throw.
Yeah, that was a Modbury ball. Came off Harry Conant last. Also, Jason Thomas has been imperious defensively for Para Hills today. Very, very good. Oh.
That ball nearly just spilling. Paul Wilson with the throw.
Morris Natale is not a happy man at the moment, Seb. No surprises there.
Here's Fred Sunday putting a ball through, claiming to have been fouled, but nothing really too much there.
Well, that's a little moment that they could build off. That this first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of this second half is huge for Modbury, I think. If they can just plant a seed of doubt in what could be, a bit of a mentally fragile team coming off an 8-1 loss, then that's that would be huge for them. Even if it's just a shot on goal, a chance to try and get some momentum back their way.
Ogawa and Wilson looking to be the centre-back pairing. Or ball over the top. Headers miss, nearly providing an easy opportunity for the Jets.
Well, I think Almeida left that ball for Delengas, but he was very, very confident that it was just going to go on through to the goalkeeper.
Well, hooked ball there by Wilson. Francesca clearing forward, only as far as Jason Thomas. Looks like Modbury have almost gone for only 3 at the back, or even 2 at times, as they get forward here through Detroit. Puts the ball in. No one in particular. Maradi tries to get a touch on and just puts forward. It's decent. Williams. Central for Oliveira. Looks for a wide ball. Very, very nice. Para Hills still launching forward. If they can score from this, it'll be a great attack, but the ball's just too central to Alex Woodlands.
Well, and that's the risk reward now that Modbury are going to be playing. That's the balancing act, sending some more numbers forward. Plenty of space there in transition for Para Hills. Expect that to be like that for the rest of this half, at least when they're 1-0 up.
Ulaj just pushing up for the time being. Conant has Ulaj to his right. Uses him. Samopoulos goes wide. Trying to take it past Jockey Wall. Conant on the edge of the box. Puts it back out wide. And an attempted clearance goes out for a corner kick.
Just what you were saying a moment ago, Seb, about Modbury's shape in possession. It's still similar to the first half. They were essentially a bit of a back three when they had the ball. Jockey Wall as kind of like a left-sided centre-back when they've got it. But I think the difference now is that when you're playing with a back three with 10 men, you're obviously going to give up a lot of space, particularly out wide, when you lose it. So that's going to be the spaces to attack for Para Hills when they win the ball. And honestly, I don't mind it from Modbury. At the end of the day, you're 1-0 down. You have to try and chase the game and go for it a little bit, even with 10 players. And, you know, if they start creating some more opportunities and then, you know, concede one counter-attack and concede a second, then so be it. That's kind of the risk that you're going to have to run at the moment.
Another risky pass in there. Kept in play by Conant. Good ball forward. Samopoulos. Perhaps a very hopeful ball forward. Nothing really too much on there.
Yeah, now Para Hills are going with the wind in this second half. And most likely, when they are going to counter, there's going to be that opportunity to spray a couple of diagonal balls like that one that Samopoulos played there. But that weight of pass, they're going to now have to adapt to. Maybe that could help Modbury in this second half a little bit more too. It's a decent cross.
Ball delivered in the box. Taken care of by Thomas, only out for a corner though.
Yeah, Modbury, obviously, they're going against the wind now, but kind of helps you if you're playing shorter passes. Maybe easier to judge the weight of pass against the wind compared to with the wind. Some sort of delay here. Not too sure what the issue is here. Gary Powers just come over and had a word with Morris Natale.
Back underway though. I'll go up with the corner. Looking for the back post. Wilson wins the header. Needs the hit. Cleared off the line with a header. McGregor. Back to Wilson. McGregor again. Out far wide left. Detroyer. Just putting in a ball, but again, just lacking really.
I'm not too sure who it was on the back post there for Para Hills, but that's why you put someone on the back post. Because Francesco Schimizzi with the volley and the defender that was there on the line with the clearance doing his job. This is good for Modbury though. They've definitely shown a bit of a response. Look a little bit better going forward in this second half.
Delangus. Ball stays in play. Wilson and Conant. Going back to Alex Woodlands. Modbury throw.
Just try to force it down the line here. Can use the goalkeeper in possession. Maybe start again with Alex Woodlands.
Conant. Well spotted. from Para Hills. Through the middle, Simopoulos, first time, back out wide. Ball comes in. Ogawa able to clear into the stands.
Good move from Para Hills there. Arati and Simopoulos linking up. Simopoulos has been good today. Well, in flashes anyway. When they're on the ball, his ability to just kind of combine and set up attacks.
Conan puts the ball in. It's a poor touch from Arati. Para Hills, ball in low, right across the box. Was slow enough and just no one really caught onto it. As here come the Jets. Ulaj getting a touch. Thomas now. Ulaj back with it again. Conan been a bit more active in the second half. Looking forward. Amanda has to go against Yusei Ogawa. Puts a ball in low. It's decent enough. Trying to turn Oliveira. Puts it central. Marati. Out wide to Williams. Puts it back. Marati hits it. That's high. Goal kick.
Well, another good move there from Para Hills. That really showed some really good attacking intent, particularly down that right-hand side. They're getting a lot of joy when they attack down that right-hand side so far in this second half. And you're right, Seb, you mentioned there Harry Conant. Definitely seeing a lot more from him to start this second period, which will be pleasing for Tony Galanopoulos.
Ball comes in. Not a clear enough header. Oliveira managed to capture. Now Conan. Good for Para Hills. Past the halfway line. Has the option out wide. Does use him in Williams. Can he reach him in a foot race? Does so. Williams might just need to hit it. Woodlands able to capture. Not too much power on that strike though from Gus Williams.
Good goalkeeping from the Lengas. Para Hills, it just seems like every time they win the ball now, because of these 10 players being a man down for Modbury, just seems like they're going to be able to create at least a half chance every time they go forward. Here they go again.
Amanda goes out wide to Williams. And it's out for a corner.
And they're starting to get their fullbacks a little bit more involved as well. We saw Marati a few times in the first half get forward, deliver a couple crosses, but he's been understanding that they've got that extra player. Those fullbacks got full license to join attacks.
Conan with the corner. Be out swinging. Decent ball header. Good keeping from Woodlands.
Great save.
Down low again.
Great save. And I'm always starting to get the feeling here, Seb, that Para Hills don't want to live to regret some of these missed opportunities here.
Most definitely.
They feel like they've got this game now by the scruff of the neck to make it 2 and potentially put it to bed. That was a great save, though, off the Oliveira header at the near post.
Another corner for Para Hills, nearing the hour mark. Ball comes in. It's a decent delivery, headed only towards Thomas. And I think that was a strike on goal.
Yeah, there was probably no need for that sort of attempt from Jason Thomas in that position. I think when you're there, just try and smash it back across the box. Maybe he gets a ricochet off the defender. But it's an interesting position now for Para Hills to be in. I mean, you're now in a position where you're more the aggressive team. You're probably having more of the ball with 11 players. And now you have to force the issue to make it 2-0. Haven't really been in this situation. Interesting to see if they can take these chances.
Of course, they did give up that lead against Burkalla in that first game, which they ended up drawing 3-3, which Burkalla already has had a habit of having those results so far this season, 2 in a row now.
Absolutely. So we have seen them on this pitch as well give up a lead already this season. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can buck that trend, I guess, from round 1. But also they did that against 11 players. This is against 10. It's a little bit different. Change for Modbury.
Zakaria Abdullahi to come on.
I think it's...
Joining from Cumberland.
I think it's... Is it Joku Wall?
I think so,
yeah. Well, this is potentially very attacking change here.
Abdullahi, also a Somalian international.
And it looks like Liam McCabe's just dropped in to that role that Joku Wall was playing.
No foul, says the referee there.
I think that was shoulder to shoulder there. Good tackle by Fred Sunday.
Here's Abdullahi on the ball now, looking to try and make a difference for his side. It's a good ball. Detroit, Abdullahi receives it back out wide, puts a low ball in. Nice ball. Taken care of. Very good sign so far, though, very early on. Thomas just looking long and wide. Finds the ball.
I think it's just very interesting. I mean, Modbury basically only have 2 natural defenders essentially out there right now in Agawa and Wilson. So, yeah, Morris Natale is not mucking around. You have to just go for it now.
Conant will want to score against his former side once again. Ulaj. He's moved up to midfield for this half. Was a lot more defensive in the first. He's clearly gotten on the ball quite a bit more as well.
I'd like to see Harry Conant be a little bit more aggressive there when he got in that position. Try and take on your defender 1v1, try and get a shot on goal.
Especially when you know someone like Harrison Conant can very much do that easily.
Absolutely.
Conant using his body well. Does well, gets past 1 and then 2 and then couldn't get past Paul Wilson. Foul, says the referee there. I think he's unlucky because he's coming behind. I think that's the reason why.
Yeah. Saw a couple of those in the first half where at the end of the day, if you do come in from behind, it's probably an 80% chance that it's going to end up in a foul. Agawa, another
falling on the ball
mistake in possession.
Armanda goes wide. Has Simopoulos in the middle. Williams. Oliveira back out wide. Ball delivered in the box. Back post. Conant. The header probably not one of the better ones I've seen.
Well, I think Para Hills would have preferred if roles were reversed there. And it was Harry Conant crossing the ball into Armanda. But it just comes from Agawa again.
That's the thing.
I've seen him a few times in this game. He just slipped on the ball there.
I think this game so far has really been more about who's made the more mistakes rather than who's had the more moments of brilliance.
Well, definitely in Modbury's case. I mean, this has been just a very, very average performance from them. We have to be brutally honest. And
Thomas.
Just more very avoidable errors in possession as well.
Abdullahi doing brilliantly. An absolute live wire he's been since coming off the bench. McGregor, Francesca, just flicks it up. Francesca back with it again, wins the header only upwards though, battles against Simopoulos. And Abdullahi back with the ball, keeping it with his side.
Making a superb impact. It's exactly what Morris Natale would have wanted from Abdullahi.
Both him and Wilson have been actually very good additions in the second half. Wilson's been very, very solid at the back and getting forward, and Abdullahi only been on for less than 5 minutes probably, has already made a huge impact in trying to get forward.
Definitely. I think the problem is, though, we still haven't seen enough of Fred Sunday, of Schmidt,
yeah,
Louis Detroyer, you know, they need to get something going forward here. It's not going to happen with that pass.
Goal kick for Delengus. Doesn't look like Para Hills are readying any subs for the time being.
Well, when they do make a change or changes, you know, whoever comes off the bench will be coming on against 10 players. Quite a few who will be tiring doing that extra running. So there'll be an opportunity there to really make an impact.
Ball goes central. Armanda, good ball. Just touched on. Samopoulos goes wide. Conan. Could this be his moment? Was looking for the bottom corner, I think. Alrighty, trying to turn. Samopoulos. Ball just didn't sit right enough for him. Oliveira. Sliding challenge in there. And a foul conceded. Free kick.
How about Amanda today? He has been superb. That little touch in the lead up to that last attack. And then that's a needless foul. Don't want to be defending set pieces when you're already 1-0 down, when you don't need to. Para Hills have got to try and kill this game off though now. It feels like it's there for them to take.
Marati goes back out wide. Ball delivered into the box. Feed away by Ogawa. Only back to Augustus Williams. Trying to get past one. Then another. Takes it to the byline. Alex Woodlands, though, off his line easily enough.
Yeah, just too much there from Gus Williams. Once he beat the first defender, he probably could have looked to cut it back. Still 1-0. You know, you can get lulled into a false sense of security, I think, if you're Para Hills, because you've got an extra player, you're already 1-0 up. But this game is still far from done, even if Modbury aren't really threatening at the other end.
A ball over the top will not help once again.
Delengus could have picked that ball up.
Ball wide. Back to Woodlands. It's not been a pretty game, has it?
No. No, and I mean, I don't think it was ever really going to be like that. I think that's because of Para Hills. They more than happy for the game to be like this.
I think really the goal is to get points on the board. Definitely. Really, after last week, and, you know, a disappointing draw against Burkalla in round one.
To be honest, who knows if it was even just to get a point on board? Maybe it was just more, hey, just put in a much better performance, show something, show a competitive spirit. And you know, I think we sensed in the first 20 minutes that they had done that. And at the moment, it's looking like they're going to get something out of it.
What a ball from Samopoulos out wide to Gus Williams. Has Marati into his left, does use him. Ali Rizarati looking to take it to the byline. And a half chance to cut it back, really.
Again, though, they've created a really good attack. They've got themselves in a good position, but the end product is lacking for Para Hills at the moment. Yeah, you mentioned it there, Seb. Great ball by Alex Samopoulos. He's done that quite a few times in this game already with the diagonals.
Ball in the box. Just gotten rid of. Para Hills looking on top at the moment. Amanda. Williams. Oliveira back to Gus Williams. Those two again playing between themselves. Oliveira. Tackled by McGregor. Has to be careful, of course. Don't want to go down to 9.
It's tricky as well for Modbury now, because as the minutes tick over, they're going to have to start pressing a little bit higher to win the ball. And inevitably, with 10 players, that's going to leave a lot of space for Para Hills to play into, which they've already done quite a bit in this second half.
Ulaj. Conan. Good ball. Nice bit of play here. Samopoulos takes it on himself! And fingertips from Alex Woodlands. Takes it out for a corner.
Great save. Great save from Alex Woodlands. It was a bit central, I guess. strike from Simopolis, but still needed to be saved. Fingertips there. Great move from Para Hills. It's well orchestrated. 1-2 touch. Conan playing the ball into Armanda. Combining there. That was very, very good from them. And Simopolis decided to shoot. He did have Gus Williams on the outside, who could have been in one-on-one, but still lead to a corner.
Poorly done, though. McCabe. And a yellow card for Conan.
Yeah, you're going to take that every day if you're Harry Conan.
Getting forward again. Sunday dispossessed. Liam McCabe's perhaps been a bit quiet this half.
Looks like Modbury are going to make another change here, Seb.
I'll make those changes now. The two Christians, Diargenio and Tassotti, both coming on.
A lot of Christians here today.
3.
Hey, there might be another one in the crowd. Who knows? Louis the Troyer, I thought he had maybe more influence in the first half. Haven't really seen much of him after half-time. He comes off. And who was the second player who came off there? I think I missed that. I think it was Fred Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who I did see about 5 minutes ago kind of go down. It seemed like he was cramping a little bit. And actually we can see him on the far side. Yep. Just stretching out his calves there.
I think Para Hills might look to respond with 2 subs themselves in Abu Hussein and Lansana Smith.
Not bad options to bring off the bench, are they? Definitely can inject some freshness.
Well, it's quite a strong bench, to be honest, from Para Hills. There's a lot of options, really. Ogawa. 20 minutes left to play. And there's a foul there.
Unfortunately, it's just difficult at the moment to see where a goal's going to come from for Modbury. Just seem to be slowly running out of ideas. More to the fact that they're just not really keeping the ball well either, which is understandable with 10 players, but they're going to have to build some sort of momentum, build their case for an equaliser. At the moment, it's difficult to see it.
Looks like Parrels will make that change at the next stoppage in play. For now, though, Modbury in possession.
Most likely a couple of like-for-like changes, you'd imagine, just to freshen the attack up.
Maybe Amanda, one of those two come off, you'd imagine.
Jason Thomas again there, stopping that ball from getting in behind. I think he's really stood out in that Para Hills defence today.
There is Thomas going back to Delengus. Turning is Abu Keita. And poor ball from Delengus, which will give Para Hills the opportunity to make these changes. Looks like it'll be Conan and Williams to come off. So Amanda stays.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has been a persistent threat all game, hasn't he? Conan, of course, is on that yellow card, so the last thing you'd want from a Para Hills perspective is a player on a yellow card being sent off and evening up the numbers 10v10. And yeah, 2 fresh wide players. Now some fresh legs to run at Modbury, particularly in transition when they have those counter-attacking opportunities.
Yeah, you'd imagine with a short amount of time left to play, they want to just really kill it off at this point in time.
Looks like Matthias Aloisi is getting some instructions here from Morris Natale.
Interesting one as well, because he actually played in the reserves match just before the sort of started for the reserves. I'm not sure how long he actually played, but you'd imagine if it's at least 60 minutes or so he's already played today. As Modbury look to go forward, goes wide. Might look to square it. Only goes to the edge of the box though. McGregor. Abdullahi. Just trying to make his way past. He's one of those players with a low center of gravity, so he's able to just sort of twist and turn and move his body in ways which just gets past people.
It was great defending from Para Hills to not allow him to get through there, but then they can't connect going forward, maybe this time.
Abu Hussein, first touches on the ball here. Trying to make his way through the middle. Amanda. Takes it away from the byline. Abu Hussein. Oliveira trying to put it in. Oliveira might have a second opportunity here. Trying to find the right angle. Goes back out wide. Just delaying. Easy ball. Cut back. Needs a hit. Samopoulos off the bar. Probably one of the easier finishes he'll ever have. And it's hit off the bar.
Wow. Well, Para Hills, they're leaving the door open, aren't they? This game really arguably should be over. Samopoulos won't get any better chances than that. Totally unmarked in the middle of the box near the penalty spot. He smashes the bar any lower, and it's a goal.
Modbury managed to equalise and get one of their own. They'll be looking back to that moment as the one where it could have changed. Or here's Lansana Smith. Could he create one himself? Smith! Not a bad effort. Alex Woodens, though, more than capable of saving those types of shots.
Another chance not taken, though, Seb. Door stays open.
Oliveira hooking the ball into midfield. Loses possession, though. Needs to be one back. And good body shown there by Ali Rise Maradi.
Great challenge. Can they kill it this time?
Ogawa getting away with that ball. Abu Hussein winning it back, though. Hussein putting it wide. Amanda looks to cut it back. Takes it past one. Amanda just bouncing about. And offside.
Yeah, so I think it was when Amanda shot. Lansana Smith was in an offside position. Then Woodland saved it. And he tried to tap it in, but it was obviously coming from an offside position. Change for Modbury.
Jesse Francesca to come off. I expected maybe Patrick McGregor, because maybe of that yellow card as well.
But I guess, I mean, at this point in the game, Jesse Francesca is probably more closer to a holding midfield player. McGregor,
True.
with his more attacking qualities. Matthias Aloisi coming on, of course, has come over to Modbury from Adelaide United. Of course, a very famous surname that he has in Australian football, South Australian football in particular. And it looks like they're going to put Liam McCabe back into midfield.
Who's not been too active in this half, really, Liam.
No, and really, I was actually going to say a moment ago when that Samopoulos chance on the half volley where he hit the crossbar, Modbury had done a good job of defending their penalty area in that moment, but then I think it was McCabe who fell asleep. Para Hills found that gap down the right-hand side.
Abdullahi, here he goes again. Puts the ball on his left foot, headed away, only as far as Patrick McGregor. Just stuck there. Looks to go back. McCabe, now with the captain's armband. Wilson. Skimitsi couldn't do well enough there. Smith gets past him. Brilliantly done by Lansana Smith. Needs to get past McCabe. Does it as well. Smith still making a run. Puts the ball wide. Hussein. Can he create the magic? Tries to flick it through for Smith. Loses possession. Para Hills still with it though. Oliveira. Smith having to stretch for that one. Trying to turn. Abu Hussein in the box now. Smith still down. Ball goes wide. Flick on, nothing too clean. And again, brilliant body shown by Ali Rise Maradi. Para Hills still looking to attack. Ball comes into the box. It's way too high.
I think the ball bubbled there just before he went to cross it. Abu Keita, I think it was there.
Ball over the top. Abdullahi just pulling on the shirt slightly of Jason Thomas, but Modbury still has the ball. McGregor. Then Skimitzi. Players just falling on the ball at the moment. McCabe. Abdullahi looks the most likely to try and create, if not score something for Modbury so far.
That's
Final 10 minutes.
That's about 3 times in the last 2 minutes that Mark Ulaj has won the ball back. He's been superb today in those 1v1 situations. Both fullbacks for Para Hills.
Aloisi playing it wide. Ball delivered into the box. Skimitzi just trying to land it down on the floor for him. Skimitzi. Ball taken away from him. Smith has a fair bit of space, but Liam McCabe is charging in. Plays it forward. Amanda against Ogawa. Could he get a brace for tonight? Amanda just trying to make his way past. Plays it back to Oliveira.
He's got to get a supporting run down the right-hand side there when he cut in. Amanda, here he is again.
Has the option of Maradi. Trying to play in Abu Hussein. Smith's there. Goes all the way wide. A bit too much on it, though, and will go out of play.
Well, this is quite unbelievable the way this sort of last 5 minutes have played out for Para Hills. It's almost like they're doing a finishing drill. And they're just a final third drill where they have to try and work on their finishing. And they just can't quite create that one chance to finish this game.
Delangus happy to take up any second he can.
Lenzana Smith getting some instructions here on our near side. Not too sure if that was a pleasant conversation.
Don't know what they can really criticise him on. It's only been for about 5 minutes.
And actually, he's actually been a very, very lively threat on the counter-attack for Para Hills.
You know, it's really all the substitutions that have been made have been positive for either side.
Yeah, I think Modbury have almost just conceded the fact that they are going to give up counter-attacks now. And they're not too fussed about that. What they need to be fussed about is what they're doing in possession, because they're not doing much at the moment.
Ball kept in play. And well done by Mark Ulaj just to get his leg in. Wilson just at the halfway line. Looks forward. Getting in the way there.
It's just a bit of hit and hope at the moment for Modbury. That's what it feels like.
Mogawa needed to time that right, get it back to Woodlands, and he in turn just booting it forward. Thomas winning the header. Abu Hussein against Matthias Aloisi. Ball just trying to find its way through. Woodlands with not too convincing ball away.
We had to be quick. That pass back from Matthias Aloisi looked like it was a little bit under hit. Modbury, you know, we have to mention, of course, they've got 10 players. It's not easy to create chances with 10 against 11. I just expected a little bit more from them in this second half still. Outside of maybe that Shkamitsi volley that was cleared off the line, I can't really think of any other chances they've had in this second half.
Abu Hussein. Dispossessed. First time ball forward and will be caught by Delangus.
But again, there's no method to that. It's just a hopeful long ball forward. I mean, Para Hills are going to be absolutely delighted if they keep seeing that to close this last 10 minutes or so.
84 on the clock. 6 minutes left to be exact, not including additional time, and Para Hills look more than likely to get 3 points. if they can try and get one more goal, especially that one going wide.
Yeah, it looks like he just tried to place it. He had that earlier chance inside the box, Lansana Smith, where he tried to open up the angle and find the far corner. That one there, he just tried to do it off a standing start. It's way more difficult than when you are running with the ball.
Again, another long ball forward. Should be taken care of by Abu Keita. And it's a goal kick.
Keita's had an excellent game today as well for Para Hills. Screening the back four, back five. And also with those long balls in behind, covering, sometimes coming across and covering the fullback. Can't really fault anyone from Para Hills in terms of their defensive effort. It's just, yeah, it's been a very good, cohesive defensive display from all 11 players.
We said earlier, it's not been a pretty game. They've pretty much had to just sort of grind it out and just sort of get going with it. But you know, probably just unlucky to probably not get one or two more goals, really.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's looking like that they're going to get a reward from this game. But even if they don't, like, this is a great starting point just to reset after that awful result, of course, they had against Playford.
Here's Oliveira, puts it wide. Smith, surely this is a goal. Goes to central. And again, these will kill them.
Absolutely. Similar chance again. He's tried to open up the angle again. And it's just a lack of power on the shot, really, and straight at Woodlands. You're right, Seb. It's still 1-0. For all of these chances, it feels like we've had 15 minutes here straight of Para Hills creating a lot of decent openings, but they still have yet to put this game to bed.
And while Modbury probably haven't been at their best tonight, they still have the quality to at least create one moment across 90 minutes that could win them, or at least equalise for them and get points.
Well, we say that, but Paul Wilson's just switched the ball to nobody just then. I mean, Mos Natale is, and I don't blame him. He can't really believe what he's watching in this second half. It's the amount of careless turnovers.
Here's another one. Smith. Surely now. Lansana Smith might look to go himself. Finds the angle, looks for the corner. And Woodlands coming up clutch once again.
Well, Lansana Smith, he just loves cutting in on that right. He loves that sort of finish. That time there, though, Abu Hussein was storming through the middle. And surely if he found him with the pass in behind, it would have been a much easier opportunity one-on-one, but decided to go himself, and that's a superb save from Woodlands. I mean, he's helped to keep Modbury in this game for sure with a couple of big saves in this second half.
Para Hills not committing too many numbers forward.
And Modbury have left 3 up here as well.
Goes short to Abu Hussein. Still looking to try and score another. Puts the ball in. Abu Hussein. This is one. Oh, lovely save from Woodlands. Claims of a handball. Able to get away. Smith couldn't win it out that time, and a foul given. How many more opportunities are they going to get?
Again, just if they fail to win this game, it's going to be their own doing. This really should be 3 or 4-0. Should be out of sight at this point, Para Hills. Great save by Woodlands, but that finish from Hussein, not too sure what he was trying to do. It just seemed like he hit it straight at the goalkeeper again.
Ogawa. Final 3 minutes. Wilson, long ball forward. Taken care of by Thomas. Prevents a corner though.
It was interesting on that attack there. Wilson played the ball in Dishkamitzi's feet and he lost it, but Mos Natale was more upset at Paul Wilson for not just getting the ball into the box. I mean, at this point, it's kind of getting into the mixer territory for Modbury. There's no point trying patient, slow build-up play. Got to get the ball in there.
Ball comes in, headed away for the time being. Ogawa trying to battle against Amanda. And that launched forward, but I'm sure Para Hills won't mind too much not getting on the end of it initially.
Simopoulos there, trying to put on the pressure. He has got through a ton of work in this game.
Do you think Modbury have really lacked Hamish McCabe today?
I guess, but I'm not too sure if even he changed this sort of performance. I mean, Seb, they can't even, you know, they're struggling to just kind of get the ball into the final third, let alone actually create an opening once they get it in there. Just a lot of really, really poor errors. I should say about Abu Keita, I've been saying how he's been playing as defensive midfielder. He's actually been obviously a centre-back in that back five with Simopoulos and Oliveira screening. Either way, he's done a fantastic job in that defensive unit. Simopoulos down at the moment. Looks like with some cramp.
Kelvin Kamburu looks to be the one to come on. And that is for... Unless they're not going to take it yet. I thought they were then.
Now, what's going on here? I think it's some grappling. Jason Thomas and Francesco Schimizzi getting a talking to.
Into additional time now. You'd imagine it wouldn't be too much added on. Wilson with a long throw into the box. Can Modbury steal something? It's in the area, needs to be dealt with. Just bouncing about, Schimizzi getting a touch. And that one taken out for a goal kick. Ooh. And here's that sub for Para Hills.
Yep, Kelvin Kamburu coming on. And, yeah, looks like it will be Alex Simopoulos being replaced. No surprises that they're going to make a change in injury time when you're 1-0 up, just to soak up some more seconds. Just nothing, sorry, has gone Modbury's way, has it, in this game? Even that last one there, ball pinballing around the box. You just need that luck for it to fall to one of your players. But they just haven't got that today either. And Para Hills now, a bit of time wasting.
Your player of the match for today, Christian?
Well, I think Jason Thomas. Jason Thomas, yeah. Because I think this is a performance for Para Hills which has made its bones off of defensive resilience, and I think he's probably been the standout in that back five today for them. But also, I think we have to give a shout out to Amanda up front, who...
Yeah, mine was between those two.
And I think more to the point that I think the defensive side of the game has been more important from them. But really, if they'd won this game 2 or 3-0.
Abdullahi ball over the top. Schimizzi completely missing that ball. And another goal kick, very good for Para Hills.
And there's Thomas again, doing his job and able to win a goal kick, and that might be that. But yeah, Amanda, the work he's actually got through in this game, running the channels, always being an outlet, has been superb to watch. But he's also got the quality to match it with the work rate. He looks to be a really, really good addition for Para Hills for sure.
Galangas going long. Sure, Para Hills would love to cap it off with another goal. Because at this point, they probably should have done so by another 2 or 3. Modbury just haven't really shown too much attacking impetus, pretty much until since this man on the ball's come on. Zakaria Abdullahi. It's probably been their best outlet forward since he's come on. Lovely flick there. Although, Modbury perhaps trying to steal something here. McCabe couldn't make the pass through. Still battling for the ball. Here's Smith. He only has Amanda forward, but Abu Hussein making a run. Smith gets past Matthias Aloisi very well. Could this finally be a finisher for Para Hills? Smith might cut it back to Hussein. Cleared away by Wilson. Modbury now, looking to counter.
They're stretched. Oh, you got to go. You got to go.
Plays the ball out wide. Needs to take it past. And the ball won brilliantly once again.
Cater. Another player who stood out for Para Hills today. Still going.
Wins a free kick.
Yeah, I think not for the challenge from Matthias Aloisi. I think there was maybe some holding from Darginho there. And another attack there that was did not bear any fruit for Para Hills. Lansana Smith again, just his decision making in this second half hasn't been the best. Tried to cut it back, but it was too late.
Ball put out wide, and that's full time. A win in the Northern Derby for Para Hills. Not in the prettiest of fashions, though.
No. What an interesting game that was. I think Para Hills came with, like we said at halftime, a very clear plan. They weren't going to press Modbury. They were going to sit in a deep block. They were going to defend and make themselves really difficult to beat, and they did that with a lot of success today. Yeah. And then obviously it helped that they took the lead. They were able to hold on to a lead and defend for most of the game. And then once that red card happened, I mean, in the end, that essentially kind of took Modbury out of the game. They just looked really devoid of ideas with 10 men in that second half. And yeah, we're looking at the stats right now, and it's crazy. In the end, Para Hills have ended up with 5 times the amount of shots, 4 times the amount of shots on target. And in the end, it's kind of surprising that this only ended 1-0 and not 3 or 4-0 with the amount of chances that the home team had in the second half. So, listen, great result for them, because regardless of how it came about, whether it was because of 10 men or you know, because they were very defensive or whatever it was, they needed to show a response from their last result, and they showed it in a big way. Not just getting a result, but getting 3 points, which is huge for them, absolutely. And for Modbury, very much back to the drawing board. They've, 2 losses from 3 to start the season, which, you know, for a team that in the last couple of years has been right up there contending, is a real surprise.
A well fought out afternoon between these two northern sides here at Feel Good Physio Coast Stadium. I've been Sobanil Christian Marchetti. Thank you so much for joining me on this afternoon, which was cold and sunny and warm and whatever other weather.
No worries, Seb. Actually, it looks like there's a little bit of warmth coming into the scaffold at the moment, which is nice. It was, like we said, it was an interesting game. I think we expected a game which was going to be tight, and we were going to expect a reaction from Para Hills, but for them to win, and in the end, you know, they should have won comfortably, was a real surprise.
Final score here at Feel Good Physio Coast Stadium. Thanks so much for joining us. Para Hills Knights 1, Modbury Jets 0.